Hey guys, we're doing something a little different this time. Before we get into chapter 11, I think it would be really beneficial for us to make the foldable that they included in the book. I know a lot of times in my class we didn't really use the foldables, but for this chapter, I do think it's going to be pretty necessary. So in your math book, if you turn after lesson, lesson 8 in chapter 10, just keep turning the pages. You're going to get to the page that says My Foldable, My Customary Conversions. It doesn't have a page number on it, so it's kind of hard for me to tell you what page it is. It's right before page 697. So if you take that foldable and tear it out, I tore mine out ahead of time so it came out smoothly. We're going to move our book over to the side, and we're going to fill in all of these conversions so that we have this to work with as we go through the chapter. Because I don't know if you're like me, I can't remember all of these conversions just off the top of my head. So it's going to make it really simple for us to have this little book here of conversions. Now, you will need some scissors because you do have to do a little cutting on this once you tear it out. I'm not going to cut mine yet. I'm just going to fill it in and then I'll cut it later. Okay. One, because I don't have any scissors in here, and two, because you don't have to cut it yet. Okay. So once you get that torn out, we're just going to fill it in. You know, you don't really have to think or learn or anything right here because we're just filling it in. Just fill it in with me. Okay. So the first page of our book is capacity. And capacity are things like ounces, cups, pints, quarts, and gallons. Now, I'll probably show you a little trick with those later on as we get through the lessons. But for now, filling in our customary conversions booklet, we're just going to fill in the chart. Okay. So let's just start first here. These are kind of like, you would say like equals, 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 equals. So 1 fluid ounce is just this, 1 fluid ounce all by itself. But 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup. So 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup. So then we're going to kind of move down here. 1 cup is, you guessed it, 8 fluid ounces because we already filled that in up here. Now it's going to be important that you have both. You're like, well, why did I fill that in twice? Well, it'll be important later on when you do lessons and you'll kind of see why. So this is our cups. So 1 cup is 8 fluid ounces. 1 fluid ounce is just kind of on its own because you use 8 of them to equal 1 cup. Okay. Pints. 1 pint is 16 fluid ounces. They went ahead and told you that. So if 1 pint is 16 ounces, how many cups is 1 pint? Well, if each cup is 8 ounces, how many of those is it going to take to make 16? It's going to take 2. So 1 pint equals 2 cups. Now, I'm not going to teach you all these conversions because I promise you that will come later in the lessons, but just take my word for it. It's 2, and you can also check me on that because if 1 cup is 8 ounces, 2 cups is 16 ounces, which equals 1 pint. Okay. 1 quart is 32 ounces. Okay. So how many 4 cups equals 1 quart, because 2 of these is a pint, 2 pints, 1 quart is 32 ounces. So 32 ounces. Sorry, I was trying to go back through pints, but it didn't take you through that one. 32 ounces would be 4 8-ounce cups. So 1 quart is 4 cups. I need to quit trying to explain this and explain it later when we get in the lesson because I'm going to get everybody confused if I keep trying to talk. All right. So for the orange section on capacity, you should have 1 fluid ounce and then 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup. 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces. 1 cup's on its own. 1 pint equals 16 ounces, which is the same as 2 cups. 1 quart equals 32 ounces, which is the same as 4 cups. And then down here at the bottom, there was nothing for us to fill in, but 1 gallon is 128 ounces, which is 16 cups. Okay. So just be sure you have all of that filled in. Don't lose this because I'm telling you, you're going to need it in these lessons. All right. Go to the purple section here where we're dealing with pounds and tons. Okay. 16 ounces is 1 pound. Okay. So like when a baby's born, they would say, oh, oh, he's 7 pounds, 9 ounces. For every pound, there's 16 ounces, and then 9 ounces would be what was left over. And then a ton is 32,000 ounces. Okay, so 1 ton is a ton. No, I can't say it's a ton of ounces, could I? Because it's more than that. It's a lot of ounces. Okay, 1 pound is here by itself. How many pounds equals 1 ton? Well, I don't know if you knew this already, but I'm going to tell you. 2,000 pounds equals 1 ton. So you know how I almost said it a second ago. Oh my goodness, that weighs a ton. If I said something weighs a ton, not just trying to be funny, I would mean that it weighed 2,000 pounds. Okay. 1 ton, like I just said, is 2,000 pounds. All right. And then 1 ton. So we have that part of our foldable filled in. Now, if you turn to the back, there's more. But wait, there's more. All right, so let's turn over there and do the next page of it. And I'll try to quit teaching and just help you fill it in so nobody gets confused. We've got ounces. Okay, and then we knew that 1 pound was, and we just said that a second ago, I think, 16 ounces. And we knew that 1 ton is 32,000 ounces and 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. It doesn't have it on this side, but we know that. Okay. This kind of goes with the first part that we filled in with the pints, quarts, and gallons. 16 ounces is 1 pint, 32 ounces is 1 quart, 128 ounces is 1 gallon. Okay. So how many cups does it take to make a pint? 2. How many cups does it take to make a quart? 4. How many cups does it take to make a gallon? 16. Okay. And then 1 pint. And then how many pints equals 1 quart? 2. How many pints equals a gallon? 8. How many quarts equals 2 pints? 1. It's kind of, let's see, did we do that already? Yeah. Nope. Never mind. Again, Miss Milam, quit trying to teach right here. You can see that these are interchangeable. 1 quart. Blank quarts equals 1 gallon. That's 4 quarts equals 1 gallon. 1 gallon equals 8 pints. 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. And then 1 gallon. Again, don't stress out if you don't know all these, because I promise you in the lessons in chapter 11, we will go over all of these and you will probably know them by the end of the chapter. All right, now we're dealing with length. Now, in all the other parts of the world, they don't use this kind of length. They use the metric system. We use this system. It doesn't even really make sense. I don't know why we use it, but here we are. Okay, we're going to do inches, feet, yards, and miles. Okay, 12 inches equals 1 foot. 36 inches equals 1 yard, and 63,360 inches equals 1 mile. My goodness, that's a lot of inches. All right, 1 foot is 12 inches. Then we just got feet and feet. Just kind of makes like a grid. How many feet make a yard? 3. Feet in a mile. This is one I always forget. It's 5,280 feet. Okay, that equals 1 mile. In a yard, there are 36 inches, okay? In a yard, there are 3 feet, and then 1 yard. And then 1,760 yards equals 1 mile. Okay. Down here in miles, 1 mile equals 63,360 inches. 1 mile equals 5,280 feet. 1 mile equals 1,760 yards, and then 1 mile. If you can kind of... this is kind of like a grid. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so be sure you have this filled in and then cut it and assemble it. If you look up here, here are the directions for assembling your little booklet. And then stick it in your book in this chapter so that when we get to all the rest of the lessons, you'll have it to refer to because you're going to need it. All right, so thank you for listening. I hope you got that filled in, and I will see you on the next lesson. Goodbye.